My mom faked cancer to take my girlfriend from me. I met my girlfriend when I was finally learning how to breathe again. She was calm in ways my life had never been. Quiet, steady, the kind of person who didn't demand space, but made it feel safe to stand in it. For the first time, I was choosing something for myself. My mom never liked her. At first, it was subtle. Comments about how fast things were moving, how I seemed distracted, how she just wanted me to be happy, but said it in a way that felt like a warning. I brushed it off. My mom had always struggled with letting go. I thought this was just another version of that. Then one night, she called me crying. She said the doctors found cancer. Late stage. Aggressive. She said she didn't know how much time she had left. Her voice was weak, fragile, nothing like the woman who raised me. I left my girlfriend mid-sentence and drove straight to my mom's house. She looked different, paler, smaller, or maybe I just wanted to believe she was. From that day on, everything changed. Hospital visits, long talks about family, about regrets, about how she just wanted peace before it was too late. She never directly mentioned my girlfriend, but every conversation ended with how hard it was to be alone, how she needed me now more than ever. I started canceling plans, missing dates. My girlfriend tried to be understanding, but I could see the hurt building. She asked once carefully if my mom had given me any paperwork, any treatment schedule. I snapped at her, told her she was being insensitive. A week later, my girlfriend showed up at my place with her laptop open. She'd called the hospital. My mom had never been a patient there. And right as she told me, my phone started ringing. It was my mom, crying again, saying the cancer had spread overnight. I didn't confront my mom right away. After my girlfriend showed me the hospital records, I didn't storm out or call my mom screaming. I went home alone and sat in silence, the kind that presses into your chest and makes every memory feel heavier than it did before. I replayed every tear my mom cried, every time her voice shook on the phone, every moment she clutched my hand and told me she was scared to die alone. I felt stupid for believing it so completely. But I also felt sick at the idea that it could all be fake, that someone who raised me, protected me, sacrificed for me, could lie about something that cruel. Cancer wasn't just a word in our family. It had taken relatives, friends, lives. You didn't fake that. And yet, the proof was right there. When I finally went to my mom's house, days later, I didn't come angry. I came exhausted, prepared to walk away if I had to, prepared to lose the woman who raised me if it meant protecting myself from more lies. She opened the door and looked relieved, not surprised. We sat at the kitchen table where I'd done homework as a kid, where she used to cut apples into perfect slices because she knew I hated the peel, and I laid everything out, the hospital call, the missing records, the timing. I told her how humiliated I felt, how she'd cost me someone I loved. She didn't interrupt me once. When I finished, she nodded slowly and said she knew this day would come. Then she stood up, walked to a cabinet, and pulled out a folder so thick it bowed in the middle. Inside were screenshots, printed emails, notes with dates and times written in her handwriting. My girlfriend's messages sent to my mom when I wasn't around. Friendly at first, curious, then invasive, asking about my finances, my job, whether my dad left me anything when he passed, whether I planned on buying property, whether I was emotionally independent or still very attached to family. There were messages she'd sent to my coworkers too, posing as a friend, asking what kind of person I was under stress, whether I talked about money, whether I trusted easily. Then came messages to my ex. Reading them felt like watching my life through a cracked mirror. She'd been gathering pieces of me, not loving me. My mom told me she'd had a bad feeling early on. The way my girlfriend mirrored me too perfectly, the way she pushed distance between me and anyone who questioned her, but framed it as support. My mom said she tried warning me gently at first. Little comments, questions, concerns. Every time I shut her down. So she dug deeper. That's when she found the police report. Different state, different last name, same face. Fraud, romance scams, emotional manipulation, not violence, but long-term cons. People drained slowly, isolated from family, left empty. My mom said she panicked. She knew if she came to me with this, I'd accuse her of meddling, of jealousy, of not wanting to let me grow up. And she knew something worse too. If my girlfriend realized she was exposed, she'd disappear before the truth could surface. So my mom did the only thing she thought would keep me close long enough to see reality. She lied. She told me she was dying. She said it broke her every day, that every fake tear tasted like poison, that she hated herself for it, but loved me more than she loved being honest in that moment. She said she accepted that I might never forgive her, but she couldn't live with herself if she stayed silent and watched me be destroyed. I didn't know how to react. I didn't feel relief. I felt grief for the relationship I thought I had, for the trust I'd misplaced, for the version of my mom I'd almost lost because I couldn't see past my own certainty. My girlfriend vanished shortly after, changed her number, deleted her social media. No closure, no apology, just gone, exactly like the report said she would be. My mom never asked me to thank her. She apologized instead for lying, for crossing a line she never wanted to cross. She said she'd carry being the villain forever if it meant I was safe. Months passed. Now, when I sit across from her at dinner, I see her differently, not as someone who controlled my life, but someone who was willing to burn her own reputation to protect it. Someone who understood that sometimes being a parent means making choices your child won't understand until much later. She didn't fake cancer to hurt me. She faked it to save me. And in the end, the person who truly loved me enough to sacrifice everything was my mom.